All right. Okay. Ms. Hampton, go ahead and start your video. All right. This is case number 234493801, the people of the state of Michigan versus Velma Hampton. The defendant is charged with one count of assault and battery. And today is the date. Well, strike that. Ms. Hampton is walking in on a not in custody warrant. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christina Ritter on behalf of the people. And actually, Your Honor, when I
I know.
pulled this.
It's not yours. It's Ms. Tusar's.
Okay.
Ms. Neal.
Good morning, Your Honor. Denasia Neal, PA 3076 on behalf of Ms. Hampton.
And Ms. Hampton, state your name for me.
Velma Hampton.
All right, today is the date set for, strike that. Ms. Hampton is walking in on a not in custody warrant. Ms. Neal?
Yes, we would like to waive the formal reading of the warrant and complaint, Your Honor, and we will request that her fingerprints be done at 36th District.
All right, the court is going to enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Hampton. And I will set the matter for a pretrial conference. Court is going to set a pretrial conference.
Okay.
Hold on, I didn't even, okay. Give me 1 second. Give me one.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, court is going to set a pretrial conference for Ms. Seelman. How many do I have on August 28th?
You have 13.
Court is going to set a pretrial conference for August the 28th. At 8:29, put it on the docket for 8:29, so I'll know I set the pretrial conference. And then ask to bond, Ms. Neal.
I'm sorry, so as to bond, we'll request a personal bond?
Court is gonna set bond in the amount of $2,000 personal bond, no contact with the complaining witness. Anything further?
No, that's all, Your Honor.
All right, then we're all set until August the 28th at 8:29. And Ms. Silman, please do the order for fingerprints and I'll sign it. Ms. Hampton, you need to come into 36th District Court before the 28th to get your fingerprints done, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Come up to courtroom 339 first. I think, Ms. Silman, does she have to come up to the courtroom first if I sign the order?
Yes, Your Honor, because they have to escort her downstairs.
All right, come up to courtroom 339 first, and then they'll take you down and get fingerprinted. We're all set.
Yes, Your Honor.
Have a great day. Stay safe.
You too.
Thank you. All right, I'm ready on. Who did I say was second? Al-Badri.
Yes, Audrey. Good morning, Your Honor. Paul Kaiser.
Hold on, counsel. I haven't called the case and your client isn't in the courtroom yet. Give me 1 second. Mr. Ennis, did you get resolved what you needed in the chat, or are you gonna still need me to?
I think so, Your Honor. I got the information I need. I think I can proceed.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Ms. Al-Badri, start your video, please. All right, this is case number 235596901. The people of the state of Michigan versus Sabrine Rahman Al-Badri. The defendant is charged with 1 count of child abuse 4th degree, 1 count of operating while intoxicated with an occupant under the age of 16 years, and 1 count of operating while intoxicated. Today is the date set for a pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Paul Kaiser, P55598 on behalf of Ms. Al-Badri.
Ms. Al-Badri, please unmute and tell the court your name.
Sabrine Al-Badri.
And what's your middle name?
Rahman.
Thank you. Today is the date set for pretrial conference. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, we're waiting on blood results to come back. There's a blood draw in this case, and I'm not sure the prosecutor received those yet, but we would ask that a pretrial date be pushed out a few months.
Court is going to continue a not guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Al-Badri. I will set a final pretrial conference for Monday, October the 16th. At 9:00 a.m. Any discovery should be submitted to defense by September the 6th, no, September 15th.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Bond will continue with no drinking, no driving without a valid license. And what's the situation with the child, Ms. Ritter?
Judge, so, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
No, Judge, I was just gonna mention to the court that I did not see a CPS report in the discovery.
Ma'am, you have to be still. You have to be still. Go ahead.
So I did not see a CPS report in the discovery, Your Honor, regarding the 1-year-old child in this case, Your Honor. So I'm not quite sure what the status is of the custody of the child.
Court is going to order as to count 1, no assault of contact with the complaining witness. Anything further?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Not from the people, Judge. Thank you.
All right, then we're all set until October 16th at 9 a.m. on Zoom. Have a great day and stay safe.
You too, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, 3rd. Ready on Johnson. And then Razuk. Oh, wait, I'm missing somebody. Mr. Whipple's case. Oh, no, I'm ready on Johnson, then Fuqua, then Razoo. Sorry, Mr. Whipple. I need. Okay, there we go. This is case number. Whoops. 234410101. The people of the state of Michigan versus Adrian Conrad Johnson. The defendant is charged with one count of failing to stop at a property injury accident. Today is the date set for a final pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Christina Ritter.
Y'all gonna have to leave that courtroom unmuted. Ms. Ritter has to be able to immediately speak. Go ahead.
And good morning, Your Honor.
No,
Todd.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, Ms. Ritter, did you finish?
I did, Judge.
Okay, because it was delayed. All right, Mr. Ennis.
Good morning, Your Honor. Todd Ennis, P61124 on behalf of Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson, state your name, please.
Adrian Johnson.
Today is the date set for final pretrial conference. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, we're respectfully requesting a brief adjournment. There's some additional discovery. I spoke with the prosecutor about, she's indicated to me she emailed the OIC and waiting for that information. I hope to get it shortly and, we'll be able to either resolve this or, proceed to trial.
Ms. Ritter.
Your Honor, that is correct. I did have an opportunity to speak with Mr. Ennis. He did indicate that there was a missing report in the discovery, and I did reach out to my OIC, Your Honor. I'm just responding, or I'm waiting on a response from my OIC regarding that report.
So what are we looking at? A couple of months? A month, couple of months?
I guess that depends on how much time Ms.
What
Ritter
are
needs.
what are you missing?
The crash report and the medical report from the victim.
So Judge, a month will be fine, or at the court's earliest convenience.
All right, let's try September 18th. Why do I have a partial line through that? I don't know. All right, let's go with September 18th at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Bond will continue. Anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Yes, thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're all set until September 18th at 9 a.m. Have a great day. Stay safe.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Welcome. All right, ready on Fuqua. And then I'm ready on Razoo. Mr. Fuqua, start your video, please. All right, this is case number 224520002. The people of the state of Michigan versus Roger James Fuqua Jr. The defendant is charged with one count of assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
May it please the court, Your Honor, David Whipple on behalf of Roger Fuqua,
Your P number, counsel.
P36767.
Mr. Fuqua, unmute and state your name.
Roger Fuqua Jr.
What's your middle name?
James, Roger James Fuqua Jr. Sorry.
That's okay. Thank you so much. Today is the date set for a pretrial conference. Mr. Whipple?
Your Honor, if the court please, we would request discovery from the prosecutor's office. We would also ask this court to set it for a final pretrial conference and continue the bond.
Court will continue a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Fuqua. I will set the matter for a final pretrial conference, October the 16th.
Judge, if I may.
Oh, you may.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I just want to indicate to the court that defendant number one previously appeared on July 5th of 2023.
Oh,
And appeared as well. So I'm going to ask the court for today's purposes that the complainant witness appearance will count for today.
say that. When did the defendant number one appear?
July 5th of this year, Your Honor.
Okay,
And the complainant witness appeared as well.
all right. That's fine. So, thank you for that information. So with respect to the final pretrial conference, when did I set the co-defendant's final pretrial conference?
I have October 2nd.
Okay,
2023.
I'm gonna change that date to October 2nd then for Mr. Fuqua. October 2nd for the final pretrial conference at 9 o'clock. And then discovery should be submitted to Mr. Whipple by September. Let me see if that's a weekday. By September 2nd, let's see. No, by September 1st. Discovery to Mr. Whipple by September 1st. And then bond will continue with no contact with the complaining witness. Anything further?
Nothing, Your Honor. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome. All right, then, gentlemen, have a great day and stay safe. All right. Soon as is your client a male or female?
Are you referring to
Yeah.
Razook, Your Honor?
Yeah,
Ma'am.
okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Razook, start your video. Okay, there we go. All right. Oh, Miss Ritter, did you respond to this chat from Mr. Savage? Because I just saw it. I just opened it up. It was to everybody. You should have just sent that to her.
Oh, I'm not as tech savvy as I think I am sometimes.
Right, I know, me too.
Judge, I don't have a problem.
You want to go ahead and proceed before she answers?
Well, yeah, I mean, in short, Judge, what I'm thinking maybe we should do with this case, I don't know if the court would be okay with setting it for a bench trial without waiving jury.
Mm-mm.
No, okay.
Well, let me call the case first.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
yes. I'm sorry, Judge.
That's okay. I just saw your chat, and so I was thinking, okay. Let's go. This is case number 20-452-5601. The people of the state of Michigan versus Samir Razook. Defendant is charged. Oh, you already on my docket for a trial. Defendant is charged with one count of operating while intoxicated and one count of reckless driving. And today is the day set for pretrial conference appearance, final pretrial conference appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Rivera on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court. My name is Matt Savage and I represent Samir Razook.
Your P number?
Oh, I'm sorry, 51264.
No problem. And Mr. Razook, your name?
Samir Razook, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Today is a day set for a final pretrial conference and it's scheduled at 9:10, which indicates to the court that there is already a trial and that jury trial is scheduled for August the 22nd of this year. So
Okay. I'm glad to hear that. I didn't know that was the date. I thought I looked on the docket, register of actions with the court, and I didn't see it. Maybe I just didn't look hard enough.
oh, well, yeah, I have it. It's scheduled for jury trial August 22nd
Okay.
at 10:30. So yeah, if we did a waiver, he would definitely be waiving his, if we did a bench trial, he would definitely be waiving the jury trial.
Okay. Well, let's just keep it on the docket for a jury trial. I mean, Miss Ritter, my cell number, I left it for everybody to have, apparently.
Right. Well,
That's
at least
okay.
just everybody that's right here in this.
No, I know. It's okay. If you want to give me a call before that date to discuss what I'm referring to, rather than state it on the record, I'd be more than happy to chat with you. I can call Gary too, but in short, I think you have a major problem with presenting your case. I don't know if you're familiar with the MSP, but they made an announcement in 20.
Okay, counsel, hold on. Let's not just do that on the record. Let's do this. I will continue the not guilty plea for Mr. Razook. I'll put it on the docket for another final pretrial conference for the Friday before that jury trial date.
That sounds like a good idea. Thank you,
All
Judge.
right, so let's continue the final pretrial conference till August the 18th. And then you all can talk about whatever you center or whatever.
Fair enough.
All right, so
So that would be via Zoom in the morning?
yes, 9:10, same time.
All right. Great.
To
Thank you.
August the 18th.
Thank you. And
All
Ms.
right,
just feel free to call me anytime on that number.
all right, then
Okay.
we're all set.
Yes.
Mr. Razuk, until August 18th, sir, have a great day. Stay safe.
You as well. Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you,
you're
Judge.
welcome. Thank you. Okay, I'm ready to do the jail. And then did we hear anything about Miss Gray's client, Evans? Is the jail gonna bring him in? Let me ask the jail. Hold on. Can the jail unmute for me? And start the video? All right. Oh, blessed assurance, they got the two defendants in here together. What's this about? What kind of foolishness is this? Can I get the deputy, please? This is some foolishness. Now, let's not do that. This is some foolishness. This is some foolishness. Deputy, this is some foolishness. Can these two why are these two defendants both on my screen and that other defendant walking around and behind this defendant? I need him to go have a seat somewhere until it's time for his case. That's a mess. And then my other question is, Deputy, I have an attorney here for Xavier Evans that's supposed to be on the Wayne County Jail. Do you don't have Evans?
I should be zooming in from Division 2, ma'am.
Oh, Division 2. Okay. All right. We'll call Division 2. Okay, thank you, Deputy.
No problem.
All right. Okay. And then you said I already have this from Friday. So let's see. Well, why do I have so many pages? Hold on. Oh no, okay, I just need this page. All right, this is case number. I can't find the case number on here. Okay, hold on. Okay, case number 234489901, the people of the state of Michigan versus Nicole Brown. The defendant is charged with one count of assault or assault and battery. Today is the date. Strike that. Defendant has been brought before the court on a tether violation. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people and Judge, I don't have a tether report.
Can you get it from the clerk?
Yes, sure.
Mr. Moran?
Ryan Moran, PA3665, on behalf of Ms. Nicole Brown, Judge, who's in the Wayne County Jail on Zoom. Ms. Brown, unmute your device and state your full name for the record. Your Honor, there's also an alias here. Ms. Brown's real name is Ms. Destiny Plawecki. I believe it may appear on the ROA as Nicole Brown.
Okay, well, she gonna be Nicole Brown today.
Right.
Unmute and state your name. You.
I'm Destiny Nicole Plawecki.
And are you known as also Nicole Brown?
Yes.
All right. Ms. Ritter, let me know, do you have the report?
I have the report now, Judge. Thank you.
Welcome. She cut off her tether. Mr. Murad,
Your Honor, I don't believe she cut off her tether.
well, what it say? Why she didn't cut it off? Tell me.
Judge, I thought that this was a violation based on the fact that Ms. Brown did not tether to an appropriate address.
Okay, on July the 12th, 17:10 hours, I was monitoring the OmniLink software and there was a strap tamper alert for the above subject. Officers Julian LeBron and I made the last known trace of the device at the corner of Cecil and Serena in the city of Detroit. The device was recovered and the subject did cut it off. What are you saying?
Judge, I believe I need to talk to Ms. Plawecki.
Oh, because she told you that she just wasn't at the right place? Okay, don't answer because that'll be about, okay, so she can move out the chair. The report says she cut off the tether. They found it on the street.
Judge, I definitely need to talk to her one more time if that could be possible, so I can.
Okay, well then, you could talk to her after we go to the next case.
Yes, Judge.
Ma'am, step back and let Mr. Britt come to the screen. Ms. Silman, can you call Division 2 and find out when they're gonna log in? Evans? All right, and then do I have a tether violation report on Brown?
On Britt? No, it's
I mean, on Britt. So what I'm supposed to do about that? Deputy,
Let me see.
can you get the deputy, Mr. Britt? Deputy, my clerk says we don't have any report on Mr. Britt. Is there a tether report from Britt?
That's what he's here for, Your Honor. Let me come downstairs to see if they faxed it over.
Okay, okay, all right,
Yes, ma'am.
all right, okay, so Mr. Britt, you go back, let Ms. Brown come back and she can talk to the lawyer.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're welcome. Miss Ritter, do you see this breakout room number 3? No, I'm not talking to you, Mr. Britt. You go ahead.
I do good.
I need the jail to go to the breakout room. Do you want to, I don't know, call the number or pop in there or something? I don't know, before we do these next cases.
If I can, Judge, and I had another complaint with this, I don't know if they left the breakout room.
No, they're still in 20.
Okay, so can I just go ahead with those two?
Yes,
Very quick? Okay, thank you.
welcome. Ms. Gray? Ms. Gray, can you hear me? Oh, whoops, I think we clicked at the same time.
Yes, Your Honor, I can hear you.
Okay, so the jail said your client is in Division 2, so my clerk is calling Division 2 to see what the holdup is.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate you.
Okay, no problem. So just didn't want you to think you were just in there waiting. Soon as I get some information, I'll bring you back out, okay?
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Your Honor.
All right, you're welcome. Okay, I want y'all to, okay. Blessed assurance. Okay. Ms. Stevenson, we don't have anything we could do without Ms. Ritter, huh? Nope. So we'll wait for her to come back. And then we can handle the in-persons and the, I'm gonna handle the Gutierrez and then the two in person. So I'm gonna take a quick break.
Yeah, okay. So. Yeah, I remember that too. Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Farina.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you. How are you?
Good, good.
All right, I think your client is here. While I
Yes.
wait for the prosecutor to come back in, I will go ahead and do your case.
Your Honor, we may need, I don't know if the same prosecutor, we may need to talk about a case in a breakout room separately, not this case.
Oh, she might not have time to do that. We can read.
Okay,
Jury trial
no
today.
problem. No problem. Okay.
Yeah, it's the same prosecutor, but, all right, so I'm ready on Hussein. This is case number 204444841, the people of the state of Michigan versus Ibrahim Mohammed Hussein. Defendant is charged with one count of assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for a review. Mr. Farina, your appearance, please.
Roger Farina, P 62269 on behalf of Hussein, who's present on Zoom and consents. Mr. Hussein, please identify yourself. Take off your sound.
Unmute. Unmute, Mr. Hussein.
Yeah, Abraham Hussein.
All right, now okay. Today is the day set for review, and it looks like Mr. Hussein is finally done with me. So let's see. I placed Mr. Hussein on a delayed sentence for 12 months back in June of 2022. And he was ordered to pay fines, costs, and fees, which he did. He submitted proof of education. Well, wait, this not making sense to me. Hold on. Oh, and he completed the 12 weeks of anger management. He submitted the urinalysis. And then according to probation, it just says any conditions deemed necessary by the court as to his continued probation, So, Mr. Farina, it looks like your client is eligible for discharge.
We would do a motion to discharge him at this time, Judge, and dismiss this matter.
All right, then the court will discharge Mr. Hussein from probation with improvement and dismiss the case pursuant to MCLA 771.1 under the delayed sentence statute. Mr. Farina, if you could submit the order of dismissal to the clerk, that would be great. And then probation will do the discharge order.
Okay, very good, Judge. I will do that.
All right. Anything?
Thank you. Nothing further than this matter, Judge.
All right, Mr. Hussein, congratulations and good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate everything as well.
You're welcome. Have a great day. Stay safe.
You too. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.
All right. Okay, it looks like the prosecutor is back in the courtroom, so I'm ready on Brown. And then I'm gonna do Gutierrez, and then I'll go back to Britt. All right, so we're back on the record with the people versus Nicole Brown. Case number 234489901. Mr. Murad, now that you have had an opportunity to get the truth of the matter.
Your Honors, I apologize. There may have been a miscommunication, but that's all been rectified with Ms. Brown and I. Judge, she does stand in violation of the tether. There's no good reason that I can tender to this court why it happened, but it did. I can tell the court why it happened if the court would like to know. However, what I'm going to ask the court to do, Judge, and I think the court will figure out why it happened when it hears my request, I'm going to ask that the tether remain on, and instead of confining her to a home, that she be confined to Positive Images, which is a rehabilitation facility here in the city of Detroit. There are some struggles with sobriety in this particular matter. And I think that Ms. Brown would tremendously benefit if the court would consider the sanction here to be a confinement tether to that rehab facility.
Yeah, but she's also going to pay for that tether. She's going to pay for the tether that she destroyed.
So, Ms. Brown, at this time, I would not recommend making any statements.
The court will continue the bond conditions and change the location of the tether. There was a time when I would have at least considered removing the house arrest portion, but this is not one of those times. Where are you asking me to tether her to?
It's Positive Images, Your Honor. It's a rehab located at 700 East Grand Boulevard.
Well, and here's the thing. So we know if Positive Images doesn't have space for Miss Brown, that means she's not going to be tethered.
I
Until they
understand,
get
Your Honor.
space.
I understand that, Judge.
All right. Well, maybe perhaps I will say Positive Images or Naomi's Nest. Whichever one has a bed. And it is it remains a restricted house arrest tether. Anything further?
No, thank you.
All right, then we're all set with Ms. Brown. All right, Ms. Brown, you're all set. I'm ready on, well, let me bring in Gutierrez and see if they're connected. So I'm ready on Gutierrez. Did we get a report on Britt?
No, Your Honor, they have not sent one yet. I'm gonna ask Ms. Knight.
All right, I'm gonna put the jail back in the waiting room then until I get a report on Britt. Mr. Gutierrez continues to lose signal, keeps going out and coming back, and he's gonna have to come in person. I don't know what else to say. This will be the 4th time I'm letting in Mr. Gutierrez. So somebody need to call him and tell him to come on down in person.
Oh, here he is.
Miss Star, I can see everything that's on my screen. I see everything because I'm the one that let him in. So okay. Mr. Gutierrez.
Señor Gutierrez.
You need to be still so that you can maintain a signal.
Tenés que mantenerte quieto para no interrumpir su señal.
All right. Miss Vivian, raise your right hand and state your name for the record.
My first name's Antonia, Antonia. My last name is Vivian, Vivian.
And what language are you interpreting?
And I'm a qualified interpreter through the state of Michigan for Spanish and English.
Do you swear or affirm that you will translate from English into Spanish anything I say, counsel says, or the clerk says, and for Spanish into English anything Mr. Gutierrez says to the best of your ability?
I do.
All right. This is case number 214451801. The people of the state of Michigan versus Guadalupe Gutierrez.
Este es el caso 21-044-51-801. Las personas del estado de Michigan en contra de Guadalupe Gutierrez.
The defendant is charged with 1 count of guns reckless use.
El acusado tiene un cargo de uso imprudente de armas de fuego.
Today is the date set for pretrial conference.
Hoy es la fecha y horario para la conferencia de prejuicio.
Appearances, please.
Introducciones, por favor.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Brenner on behalf of the people.
La señorita Cristina representando a las personas.
And for the record, Your Honor, Janice Stevenson on behalf of Mr. Guadalupe Gutierrez.
Janice Stevenson representando el señor Gutierrez, su señoría.
Mr. Gutierrez, please unmute and tell the judge your full name.
Señor Gutierrez, enciende su micrófono y diga su nombre.
Guadalupe Gutierrez.
Guadalupe Gutierrez.
Today is the date set for a pretrial conference. How are we proceeding?
Hoy es la fecha de conferencia de prejuicio. ¿Cómo es que vamos a proceder?
Mr. Gutierrez will continue his plea of not guilty. We would ask that the matter be set for final pretrial conference and we would request discovery.
Nosotros estamos preguntando para un prejuicio final, y queremos que la defensa que necesita información.
The court will continue a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Gutierrez.
La corte continúa la declaración de ser sin culpa para el señor Gutiérrez.
I will set the matter for final pretrial conference.
Este asunto se va a mover adelante para una final conferencia de prejuicio.
October 16th at 9 o'clock.
El 16 de octubre a las 9 de la mañana.
Discovery should be submitted to the defense by September 15th.
Toda la información se necesita ser entregada antes del 15 de septiembre.
Bond will continue.
La fianza va a continuar.
With no weapons, no possession of any weapons.
Y no podés ser dueño o tener cualquier arma.
Anything further?
¿Hay algo más?
Not for the people, Judge. Thank you.
Nada por las personas, su señoría. Gracias.
Your Honor, for the final pretrial conference, may we request an indication from the people that they have the cooperation of the necessary witness?
Y su señoría, para la prejuicio final, podemos hacer un orden de los testigos.
No.
No.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Gracias, su señoría.
All right, we're all set. Have a great day and stay safe.
Estamos listos. Tengan buen día y mantenete seguro. Adiós. Thank you. Have a good
All
day.
right. Thank you. You too. Miss Silman, I need you to call on the Brit information and on Evans. I need to know when they're going to log in Evans.
Okay, with Evans, they said that they don't have a exact time because of the damage of equipment, so they were limited.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's what the holdup is on for that one. And then Brit,
okay.
I did send as
Oh, wait,
well.
here they are right here, Division 2. I just spoke them up.
All right. And then for the report, no one's responding to my call or my email, so.
Okay, well, let me bring them back in. Let me bring them in. Let me bring her in. All right, Miss Gray, your client is here, and I think you had asked to speak to your client in a breakout room. Did you ask me that?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. So I'm going to send Division 2 to breakout room number 10.
Thank you.
All right, and then Miss Gray. Okay. Mr. Britt, get the deputy for me. Deputy, we still don't have a report. What's going on with Mr. Britt?
My sergeant said they emailed you the report.
They didn't email me. Who did they email it to? Because we don't have a report.
Okay.
See who they emailed it to. They didn't.
No.
They definitely did email me. But I'm ready on Barry. Mr. Hayes and Mr. Babish. Mr. Jenkins has not appeared. I don't think they KP'd before, so I'm going to be giving another date. And I guess I'll go ahead and pick a date right now while you're on the screen. So I'm going to give
Your Honor.
Did somebody say something? Oh, that was the jail. Yes,
What's
say that again, deputy.
your clerk's name, ma'am?
Well, the clerk that's present today is Miss Sealman. My regular clerk is Mr. Flanagan. Maybe they sent it to Mr. Flanagan.
Did you send it to Mr. Flanagan?
Okay, we don't have access to his email address. They should always send it to the supervisor, I guess, as well. They should always send it to the clerk and the supervisor. So Mr. Flanagan is not here today. If they could please send it to Miss Sealman. Can I give you an email address for Miss Sealman?
Yes, ma'am. I'm ready.
All right, it's Juanita, common spelling, but Juanita, Juanita dot Sealman, SILLMON, Juanita dot Sealman at 36districtcourt.org.
Right.
Okay, so if they could send it to her, that would be great. Thanks.
Yes, ma'am. It's,
All right. Okay, let's put Mr. Jenkins on Monday, August 28th at 9:05. And then if he doesn't appear that day, of course, I will issue the capias at that time.
Judge, just so that the court and Mr. Hayes knows, we did represent the co-defendant, so we would be asking for counsel to be appointed for Mr. Jenkins.
Well, we should have been did that. Did we, Mr.? Okay, well, let's put him on the docket at 9:01 then. I need a 9:01. And then Ms. Sealman, let's double back to Mr. Jenkins so I can make sure you know how to request the appointment of counsel from Ms. Carter. So, okay, Mr. Hayes, then don't send anything to Ms. Stevenson. We'll see who his lawyer is going to be. All right, so you're all set. I don't think Mr. Babish has ever been on the record with me, but perhaps you'll get another opportunity because it is the best experience. I'm the best of all the judges. Don't let them tell you nothing else. No. Okay.
That's what all my law clerks say though. So
Mr. Babish, I think I'm the best judge in the whole wide world. So don't listen. But all right, so we'll see. Have a great day. Stay safe.
thanks, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, I'm ready on Barry. This is case number 234467101. The people of the state of Michigan versus Brandon Saron. I think so, don't correct me because you're gonna get your chance. That's all right. SYRONE Barry. Defendant is charged with 1 count of stalking and 1 count of assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for pretrial conference appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people, and I have the complainant witness present via Zoom this morning. Ms. Talib, can you unmute yourself and state your name for the court, please?
Hi, Adaze Talib.
And for the record, Your Honor, Janice Stevenson, appearing on behalf of Mr. Brandon Barry. Mr. Barry, sir, please tell the judge your full name.
Brandon Tyrone Barry.
Thank you. Today is the date set for pretrial conference. The complaining witness is present. How are we proceeding?
On behalf of Mr. Barry, Your Honor, we would continue the plea of not guilty, and we'd ask that this matter be set for final pretrial conference with a request for discovery.
All right, the court is going to continue a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Barry. I will set the matter for final pretrial conference. October 16th at 9:00 a.m. Discovery should be submitted to the defense by September 15th. Bond will continue with absolutely no contact with the complaining witness. Ms. Talib, you have appeared today, and therefore you are not required to appear on October 16th. However, you may appear every time there's a court appearance. I have a question, actually, as I say that. Ms. Ritter, is this properly before me?
Judge, I knew the court was gonna ask that. Yes, it is properly before this court. I believe this is a coworker relationship, Judge.
Okay, then, so on October 16th, Ms. Talib, if you do not appear, make sure you contact the prosecutor's office or the victim's advocate's office to find out when the next court date is and whether your appearance is required or is optional, okay?
Yes.
All right, anything further for the record?
Judge, thank you.
Nothing on behalf of Mr. Berry. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, then we're all, okay, what happened to? I moved the thing to the wrong place. Okay, then we're all set. Everyone have a great day and stay safe. Oh, Mr. Berry, Mr. Berry, as you can see, the proceedings are on Zoom. Now, notwithstanding the fact that I'm physically in the building this morning, all of the pre-trials and those things are held on Zoom. So if you can Zoom in, you are free to Zoom in, as long as there's, we're not taking testimony, you're free to Zoom in. And then if the matter goes to trial, that trial will be in person. So if you don't have the court Zoom ID number, you can get it from my staff, or you could go onto the court's website and just click on my name and it'll bring you to my Zoom court. But if you need to appear in person, as you can also see, the court is open for you to appear in person, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, everyone have a great day. Stay safe.
Judge, Mr. Berry could just knock on my door when he comes out. I would
Does he
appreciate
know where your door is?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, knock on her door. Knock on her door, because there's a couple of doors out there, Ms. Dees.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Ms. Talib, you're all set. Ms. Gray, we're ready for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, I'm having difficulty with my client. I'm not sure what the court
You're
regarding a breakdown.
Say that again. Okay.
Your Honor, I'm having some difficulty with my client. I'm not sure what the court's what the court's position will be regarding a motion to withdraw. If the court would like, I can submit a written motion to withdraw. I'm going to defer to the court for guidance.
Yes, I would like a written motion to withdraw.
And Your Honor, I can complete that today and have that.
That means Mr. Evans is going to need counsel up. How did jail leave? Where did jail go? How did they get back? Okay, Zoom be doing some stuff. Zoom be doing some stuff. It just sent the man back to the breakout room. So the basis, okay, I'm trying to, I know he didn't move himself because he behind the thing. So I don't understand what happened. Isn't anybody else in the breakout room? No, let me shut down the breakout room. I know he didn't send himself there because he is the only, he don't have access to the thing. All right. Counsel, what's going to be the basis of your motion? Breakdown in the relationship?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
And were you appointed or retained?
I was retained on this matter to represent him in the felony matter, and I conducted a preliminary examination, and the felony was dismissed in front of Judge Sabri. And since then, Judge, there's been a breakdown in the attorney client relationship. Quite frankly, my client wants to curse at me. And that's very disrespectful, in addition to a failure to adhere to the terms and conditions as set forth in the 5-page written retainer agreement. With that, Judge, I am respectfully seeking to withdraw from this case with the court's permission.
Okay. Well, I will, I'll go ahead and grant the motion.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate this court. Thank you.
So, prepare an order for me to sign and indicate, for the reasons stated on the record.
I will definitely do that, and I can forward the discovery to the new attorney.
All right, we'll let you know who it
Thank
is.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right. Can the jail, stop waving your hand. Stop waving your hand. I see you. And then let me just be clear, because I don't know what happened with you and the lawyer, but let's not let it happen with me and you and the judge. So the jail can unmute. The jail can unmute. All right. Mr. Evans, the lawyer said that you cursed at her. You cursed at your lawyer?
No, ma'am, I have an officer standing right here the whole time. I never even got a chance to speak to her.
No. I'm not talking about today. Let's not act like that. I'm not talking about today. I'm talking about it just ever. So let me just be clear. Now, the court is going to request that you get appointed an attorney, but you're not going to curse at the attorneys and be abusive towards the attorneys. You're not.
Judge Bryant, I'm a very respectable young man.
Yeah, that's what you're saying, but that's a very respectful attorney that I have had practicing in front of me for a number of years, and she's not ever in front of me requested to withdraw from a case. She's never in front of me requested for me to let her withdraw from a case. So all I can say is, this is my first time interacting with you, but that attorney has been before me on a number of occasions for the last 16 years that I've been on the bench. And all I'm telling you is, we're going to get you another attorney assigned to this case. But if that attorney tells me that you're being disrespectful and using profanity towards someone who is trying to represent you and make sure that your constitutional rights are protected, that's not going to go over well with me. I'm not saying that the attorney is, I don't know what happened. I didn't hold a hearing, Mr. Evans. All I'm telling you is that that attorney has never asked for me to be removed from a case. And so I've granted her that, and I'm going to contact the Michigan Indigent Defense Council and have them appoint a lawyer for you. So I am going to adjourn this pretrial. Deputy.
Judge Bryant, can I, before you end the session, can I please be allowed to say something at least, please?
Yeah, just 1 second. 1 second, Mr. Green.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
Good morning. I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Deputy Shelton.
All right, Deputy Shelton, I just wanted to know with respect to Mr. Evans before I adjourn his case. He's not being held just on my case. I do understand he has a parole hold, correct?
That I'm aware of, he does have something else going on. I can verify the exact information if you want, if you give me 1 moment. You want me to do that?
Yes, please, because I just want to make sure I don't set him too far out if this is holding him. So yes.
Okay, give me 1 moment.
Okay, all right. Okay, yes, Mr. Evans, what would you like to tell the court?
Out of respect to you, Judge Bryant, I know how things make sense, but you don't know the exact scenario. Ms. Gray has done, a remarkable job for me during the case of my, during the terms of my case. We haven't had no issues. We just had issues communicating with each other. My last time speaking to her was April 5th. And when I've been trying to get her in contact with her, and the means of trying to get in contact with her, my first time getting in contact with her was like 4 days ago. And she switched the retainer agreement over to my mother. And upon doing that, they was in a conversation and she didn't know I was on the phone. And she started asking about her money, which we had a $3,500 agreement.
So look, I don't want you to tell me about the retainer agreement. I don't want you to tell me about that stuff. But
yes, ma'am.
Here's one of the things. So I don't know, because there's a lot that goes into retainer agreements, Mr.
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't know the particulars of the agreement that you had with Ms. Gray. So I don't know the particulars of that agreement. And
Yes, ma'am.
and so those issues are not mine. So I am going to get you appointed an attorney. Unless, am I supposed to just appoint him to y'all, Mr. Moran?
I'm ready, willing, and able, Judge. I'd love to get them together with the opportunity.
Yeah, I think so, because
I would like to just move forward today if we can. Honestly, I'm ready to enter.
so hold on, Mr. Evans. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put you back in the breakout room with Mr. Murad from the Misdemeanor and Felony Defender's Office.
Yes, ma'am.
And then we'll see what he, you know, you all can talk. So before I call Ms. Carter, I think I could just, because this is not a sentencing, so I think it's just that. Yes, Deputy?
He does have the parole hold. That's it. That's all we're showing in our system as well.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Deputy.
You're welcome, ma'am.
All right. So, Mr. Evans, I'm going to send you back to breakout, and Mr. Murad, he'll be in there shortly, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I appreciate.
Oh, oops. He said he appreciated it.
I'll let him know.
Okay, yeah, I didn't mean to cut him off. Okay, so let's get Morello and O'Brien. Oh, did I get the report on Britt? Because Britt is in there too.
Oh, let me see if I got it.
Okay, all right. Let's get O'Brien and Morello done. And then can I get an update on the witness and the jurors? How many jurors do I have? And
Your Honor, you have 23 jurors.
all right. I'm gonna just bring Morello and O'Brien in. And then Ms. Ritter, can you chat me? Can you chat me in the chat? The status of the witness?
Oh, just, I was gonna say, but yes, I can put it in the chat.
Okay. All right, I'm ready on O'Brien. He has his camera on first, so let's go with O'Brien. This is case number 214412901. The people of the state of Michigan versus Joseph Michael O'Brien. Defendant is charged with one count of retail fraud. Today is the date set for pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
And Ryan Murad, PA 3665 on behalf of Mr. Joseph O'Brien, who's present on Zoom. Mr. O'Brien, unmute your device, sir, and state your full name for the record.
Joseph Michael O'Brien.
Thank you, sir. Today is the day set for pretrial conference. Mr. Murad.
Your Honor, move for dismissal for complainant's failure to appear.
Ms. Ritter.
Judge, it's the first schedule of the pretrial conference. However, the corporate complainant witness Meyer has not appeared for today's pretrial conference, and I don't have an explanation as to why they are not present, Your Honor. Usually Meyer does log in when they are scheduled to log in for cases, Judge. So at this time, Your Honor, I will not be able to proceed based on the corporate complainant witness's failure to appear for today's pretrial conference.
Today is the day set for pretrial conference. The complainant was required to appear. They have failed to appear. Ms. Ritter has no explanation for the failure. They are unable to proceed at this time. The court is going to grant defense counsel's motion and dismiss the matter without prejudice. But Mr. O'Brien, it's a dismissal without prejudice. The Meyer usually does appear. So if they come back with an explanation as to why, for some reason, they could not appear today in the court, and it's a reason that's acceptable to the court, then the matter could be reinstated. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, but in the meantime, we will mail a copy of the order of dismissal for your records. So you have a great day and stay safe.
Thank you, Judge. You as well.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
All right, Mr. Morello, please start your camera.
Okay.
This is case number 204424001. The people of the state of Michigan versus Michael Anthony Morello. Defendant is charged with failing to stop at a collision damage accident. Today is the date set for pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
And Ryan Murad, PA 3665 on behalf of Mr. Michael Morello, who's present on Zoom. Mr. Morello, unmute your device, sir, and state your full name for the record.
Michael Anthony Morello.
Today is the date set for pretrial conference. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, I'm not sure if the court requires complainants on these cases. If it does, I move for dismissal. If not, I'd ask that the not guilty plea continue, be set for a final pretrial. We're requesting all discovery.
I do, Ms. Ritter.
Judge, I have not seen a complaint witness log in this morning for this matter, Judge. If I could just very briefly check the waiting room again.
There's no one, there's a Walter Mathis.
Okay, we know that, Judge,
That's a
that's not.
defendant. That's a defendant.
Understood, Judge. I don't have an explanation as to why the complainant witness is not present for today's pretrial conference, and at this time, I will not be able to proceed based on a complainant witness's failure to appear.
This is the first scheduling, Ms. Ritter.
I understand, Judge, and I'm actually requesting the court adjourn this pretrial conference to give the complainant witness one more opportunity to appear. My apologies, Judge.
That's okay. I mean, you could concede if you want to, but you just know you do have one. You do have one more chance. All right, the court is going to deny defense counsel's motion to dismiss. I will grant the people's request for a one-time adjournment, giving them an opportunity to notify the complaining witness of the obligation of that they appear before the court. I'm going to set the matter for August the 28th at 8:36. The complaining witness is required to appear. Failure of the complaining witness to appear will most likely result in the matter being dismissed unless the people have a valid explanation as to why the complaining witness could not appear or should not be required to appear. Bond will continue with no contact with the complaining witness. Anything further?
Nothing further, Judge.
All right, we're all set then, Mr. Morello, until August 28th, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Have a great day, sir. Stay safe.
You as well. Thank you.
You're welcome. Miss Seelman, can you check on Mr. Mathis and see if he has a balance? Mr. Marat, who's doing Mr. Samuel? All right, it looks like Ms. Stevenson came on. Are you doing Samuel?
Yes, Your Honor, but I need a moment for Samuel, please, Your Honor.
Okay, no problem. Mr. Marat, go ahead and talk to Mr. Evans. And then who was doing Britt? You, Mr. Marat?
I was, Your Honor.
But go ahead and talk to Evans. Did we get the report on Britt?
Yes, Judge, I emailed it to you.
Okay, Mr. Marat, did you email it to Mr. Marat?
No, I can do that now. And Mr. Mathis does not have a balance.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Mathis, there you go. All right, Mr. Mathis, I think I told you that you didn't have to appear if you had paid the money because you're at 9:45. And I think all you had left to do was pay money, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so your balance is 0. Let me just check. So I placed you on 15 months in January. This week. Okay, so yes, you have completed all the terms and conditions now, Mr. Mathis. So the court is going to discharge you from probation. That's case number 224432901, and that's Walter Mathis. So you paid the balance, and it will be a discharge and a closure. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You have a great day. Stay safe. Congratulations. All right, Mr. Britt, I'm going to send you back to the breakout room now. The lawyer is going to come in there and review the report with you. We just got the report, okay? All right, so I'm going to send you to number 2.
Judge, may I step out of the courtroom room, please?
You may.
Thank you.
Miss Seelman?
Yes.
Mr. Wilder, that he's not on the jail list?
Mr. Wilder? No.
Okay. You can go ahead and check for me to see if he's capious, so that when we get to the capiouses, we will know. All right, so it looks like we're on a break until the lawyers finish on these 3 cases.
Crafts. Crafts. He had an advice. I know. But it was, I think he was supposed to be on Friday. It was on Friday. So maybe it's. Is it okay? Yes. Okay. There's a big one.
Mr. Murat, I sent Mr. Britt back in so you could talk to him about. You're muted.
Sorry, got it, Judge. I just wanted to talk to Ms. Ritter. Did she step out?
Oh, I think so.
Okay, I'll just call her.
Okay. Can you state your name, please?
Alicia Barnes.
Ms. Barnes, what time did you think you were supposed to come to court?
Oh, ma'am, I was on Yancey.
I asked a question. I said, Ms. Barnes, what time did you think you were supposed to come to court? That was my question.
9.
Okay. And so why are you coming in at 10:44?
Because I've been on the other with Nancy in her meeting room. I put in your ID number, but I'm guessing because I put this wrong. I never got paperwork from you. Oh, come on, ma'am. I apologize. I have someone for Melina too for my dad. But I never got paperwork with your exact information on there. But I did have your Zoom number.
Let's be clear. You came to court with me before. Because this is scheduled for final pretrial conference. And so you already had the information. You weren't going to get any paperwork because I told you the last time you were here, all the information that you needed. Nonetheless.
Right, Miss Bryant, so I-
Listen. Nonetheless, I'm gonna send you to the breakout room to speak with a lawyer. Please accept to join the breakout room and wait for the lawyer to come in to speak with you at that time.
Thank you so, so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, this the lady from Millennium. I so apologize.
And you're not gonna be able to do those two things, whatever you're trying to do at the same time. Except to join the breakout room, Ms. Barnes. Except to join the breakout room, Ms. Barnes. Is Ms. Stevenson in the courtroom? Or is she ready on,
She's in the hallway talking to Mr. Samuels, Your Honor.
oh, okay, well then. No. All right, looks like Mr. Murad is ready on Evans, but you haven't talked to Britt yet, huh?
Not yet, Judge.
Okay. Well, we can go on the record with Evans.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh, what happened to the jail?
Did they get back into that breakout room again? Yeah.
Well, why, what's going, I mean, why do they keep doing that?
He's playing with the button or something. I don't know.
Yes, so I don't know why the jail keep going to the.
Let me jump back in there.
Hmm. All right, looks like we're ready now. This is case number. I don't know if I ever originally called the case. So this is case number 23-560-2301. The people of the state of Michigan versus first name is DEXAVIOR, middle name Dewan, last name Evans. Defendant is charged with 1 count of child abuse, 4th degree, 1 count of reckless driving. Today is the date set for pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
And Ride Murad, P83665 on behalf of Mr. Xavier Evans, who's present on Zoom from the Wayne County Jail. Mr. Evans, can you please state your full name for the record, sir?
How you doing, Judge Bryant? Xavier Dewan Evans.
Xavier. Thank you, sir. Today is the date set for pretrial conference. For the record, again, I don't know if we were on the record, if I had actually caught the case, but Mr. Evans's attorney of record, Ms. Gray, did come on to the Zoom today and she requested to be allowed to withdraw from the case. The court allowed the withdrawal and now have assigned the case to the misdemeanor and felony defender's office. Mr. Murad.
And Judge, we're prepared to proceed. Mr. Evans was a pleasure to deal with regard to what we're doing today, Your Honor. This is a pretrial conference. I'm asking the matter to be set for final pretrial, Judge. I know that there was a felony exam held here. I'd like to order the transcript if we can. Your Honor, I'm hoping for the soonest final pretrial date we can get. I know the court is tight, but we're confident that we can get Mr. Evans home upon a favorable resolution. And for those reasons, Judge, I'm going to ask the court to consider setting the earliest final pretrial we can get Mr. Evans.
Court is going to continue a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Evans. I will continue to the final pretrial conference, but so first, Ms. Gray indicated that she would forward discovery. So we will let Ms. Gray know to forward that discovery to the misdemeanor felony defender's office. Number 2, if you're going to order the transcript, that's going to require at least 28 days for the transcript to be ordered. So today is July 17th. So that at least puts us to August the 17th. And then I'm in the middle of that 3 defendant trial that week. So that puts us the following week, August the 23rd. Maybe, Madam Clerk, how many do I have on August 23rd?
Okay.
23.
So that really mean I got 33 because the magistrates didn't put any on there yet.
They did, Judge. We're in September, I think.
Oh, okay. So then the court will set the matter for August 23rd for a final pretrial conference. And I will set that at 9:00 a.m. Did the Did the complaining witness appear, wait a minute, what is he charged with? Oh, it's child abuse, never mind, okay. All right, so I will set that discovery can be received from the other attorney, but if she doesn't, I mean, I don't know if there's any video, Ms. Ritter, maybe you could just resend the discovery to the misdemeanor and felony defender's office.
Yes, Judge, there are videos associated with this case, and I can send that over, Judge, by the end of business day.
All right. Okay. Anything further with respect to Mr. Evans?
Briefly, Judge, if we're able to resolve this before that date, is there any way we could come and ask the court for another pretrial in the interim, if we have a resolution?
It's possible since he's in custody. You have to remind me though that he's in custody and that I'm assuming maybe his parole hold is because of this case.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you have to remind me because normally my answer is no, but.
Right. I'm gonna drive over there this afternoon, Judge. I'm gonna try to get a deviation request together and see what we can resolve in the interim of while we're waiting for this exam transcript.
Okay. All right, well then, unless we change it, we're all set until August 23rd.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Evans. I'm gonna come see you later.
Okay, thank you, Judge Bryant.
Okay, you're welcome. Have a great day. Stay safe.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna
All
go ahead
right.
and take a break, Judge.
You're gonna go back in to Mr. Britt. All right, Ms. Stevenson, are you ready on Samuel? She not there. Ms. Stevenson,
Judge, I'm ready on Samuel, but I got kicked out of the internet, so I can't, I'm not co-hosting. So I can't.
all right. You're doing Samuel in the courtroom or in the office?
I left my stuff in the office, I'll go back.
Oh, okay, okay.
I think I'm all set now, Judge. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. I'm ready on Samuel, and then Ms. Stevenson, I don't know which one of you needs to speak with Ms. Barnes, but she said she was in the courtroom. She's in the breakout room.
Okay. Judge, my end bill is very choppy. I'm gonna come on into the courtroom if it's okay.
Okay, yeah, come on.
Thank you.
Ms. Ritter, the same answer is applying?
As of now, Judge, yes.
All right. All right, Mr. Samuel, you can come up to the table. All right, this is case number 146122201. The people of the state of Michigan versus Antoine Lamont Samuel. Defendant is charged with 1 count of driving while license suspended, revoked, denied. 1 count of operating with a high BAC. Today is the date set for final pretrial conference appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Mr. Antoine Samuel. Mr. Samuel, sir, please tell the judge your full name.
Antoine Lamont Samuel.
Thank you, sir. Today is the date set for final pretrial conference. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, Mr. Samuel and I had an opportunity to discuss this matter this past Friday. He had an opportunity to review an advice of rights form with me at that time and has executed an advice of rights form this morning. At this time, it's my understanding Mr. Samuel wishes to waive his rights, instate a trial, avail himself of an offer from the people, and offer the court a plea of guilty to the amended count 2 operating while intoxicated.
Ms. Ritter, is that the people's offer?
That is the people's offer, Judge, and in exchange, the people agree to dismiss count 1, driving while license suspended, revoked, or denied, second offense notice.
All right, before I get to Mr. Samuel, Ms. Stevenson, is Mr. Murad going in to talk to Ms. Barnes or you?
I can go, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Rod. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Samuel, your lawyer has indicated that you want to accept the people's offer, sir. Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
Mr. Samuel, your lawyer held up a paper in her hand. Is your signature on an advice of rights form?
Yes, Your Honor.
And sir, did you go over that advice of rights form with your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, do you understand that this is a misdemeanor and therefore you have a right to a trial? But if I accept a plea from you today, you will be giving up your right to a trial.
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone threatened you in any way or promised you anything that was not placed on the record to get you to give up your right to a trial and enter into a plea today?
No, Your Honor.
Are you currently on probation or parole?
No, Your Honor.
Sir, do you understand that by entering into this voluntary plea, you may be giving up your right to an automatic appeal to the circuit court? And if you were to change your mind about the plea, you would have to request permission of this court to set aside the plea or request permission of the circuit court to appeal?
Yes.
With that understanding, do you still want to give up your right to a trial and enter a plea today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand for me, please. Sir, do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may put your hand down. Ms. Stevenson?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Samuel, on June 7th of 2014, were you operating a motor vehicle in the area of southbound I-75 freeway near Springwell Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And prior to operating that motor vehicle on that date in that location, had you consumed alcohol?
Yes.
And did the consumption of that alcohol make you intoxicated?
Yes.
With that, Your Honor, defense is satisfied.
Are the people satisfied?
The people are satisfied, Judge.
Court is satisfied. I will accept a guilty plea to one count of operating while visibly impaired. In exchange for that plea and pursuant to the offer of the people, the court will dismiss count 1, driving while license suspended, revoked, denied.
Judge, you said it here.
I did, but I didn't mean it. I meant operating while intoxicated.
Thank you.
Operating while intoxicated, and then court will dismiss count 1. All right, having accepted that plea, sir, the court is going to set the matter for sentencing. And I am going to set that sentencing for Monday, August 21st. Wait, what's today? Yes, July 2nd, Monday, August 21st. At 9:00 a.m. With respect to the sentencing, Mr. Samuel, you have appeared in person today. Are you requesting an in-person sentencing or I don't remember why. I do have you scheduled for 9:02. Seemed like I either ordered you to be here or you just decided to be here. I'm not sure what happened. Did I make him come in person?
I was at the airport on Friday, Judge, and it was noisy.
Oh, yeah, and I said I was gonna take a plea from you. Okay, so you can come on Zoom as long as you're not at the airport and stuff.
Yeah, appreciate
All
it.
right.
Thanks.
Okay, so court is going to set the matter for August 21st. Prior to the sentencing, you must submit to a pre-sentence investigation and substance abuse evaluation through the probation department. Since you are present in the building today, then I want you to go ahead and go to probation this morning and let them schedule that appointment for you. So probation is located in room 317. The officers can direct you there, and then they can set up an appointment. I don't know if they'll be able to do it to the PSI today, but they can set up the appointment for you to do the PSI, okay? Anything further?
Not from the people, Judge, thank you.
Your Honor, with regard to the bond condition that Mr. Samuel abstain from alcohol and submit to random urinalysis, we're assuming that that bond condition is gonna continue. But when Mr. Samuel goes to ATS for testing, the staff there insists that he's ordered to test for marijuana as well. And that results in an increased testing rate. So we're just seeking a clarification that the prohibition at this time is for the consumption of alcohol, and that's the only reason he is to test right now.
Right now, that is, he was only supposed to be testing for alcohol. So I don't know why they said that, and they need to give him his money back. How much does it increase?
They let him slide actually, but there's a difference. It's $40 for marijuana and alcohol, and only $15 just for alcohol.
What happened to affordable testing? That don't sound affordable to me. You mean I'm gonna have to scrap them? And oh, that's too much. Okay. Note to self, I'm gonna have to talk to probation about that. That's not affordable testing. Okay, okay. Right now, he only has to test for alcohol, but of course that's gonna change in a minute. So he may want to test at the court. He may want to have them switch him to the court to test. I guess I can't, but I'm gonna talk to Mr. Torres about that. That's not affordable. That's not affordable. I thought the testing was only $20. That's too much. All right. Only alcohol. Right now. Only alcohol. Okay. All right, we're all set. Mr. Murad.
Judge, may I, with regard to Ms. Barnes briefly?
Oh, yes, but you're not on video.
I know, it won't let me start it yet.
Why? You're not a co-host? You a co-host?
I am, but it still makes us,
No, it's you again, Mr. Murad. That is you.
Judge, I just don't trust these updates. I don't want to update nothing. That's what it is.
That's your problem. See, Mr. Murad.
Because if you update stuff, that's how stuff starts crashing, and that's how you lose stuff.
Yeah, and that's why you can't start your video with the rest of the people. Start your video now.
Sorry, Judge.
That's why you can't start your video with the rest of everybody else.
Right.
Yes.
Well, speaking of starting the video, Ms. Barnes's connection is absolutely horrible, Judge. Like I can't. There's no way she'd even be able to state her name on the record without, it just being
That's because she's doing 15 million things.
No. It's just the connection. I think
Okay, well, she should have came down to court. Tell her we'll see her tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, the jail can start the camera now, Mr. Britt. And then I'm coming downstairs and we'll see where we are. I have a question. The Nicole Green that's on my docket for tomorrow, that's the same person that was on the screen today? Oh, no, that's Brown. My fault. Okay. Disregard my question. All right. That's taking him a long time to tell her that, I'm getting ready to shut them down so we could do Mr. Britt. Oh, he's coming now. Ms. Stevenson, what's going on? You doing Britt or Mr. Murad?
Now, Mr. Moran's doing Brett, Judge. But Miss Browner's here in person. I think she was supposed to see the specialty court today.
Who?
Shantae Browner.
She here in person and she late?
In here.
Well, why y'all did somebody tell me?
I told you, Your Honor.
Oh yeah, at 10:26. But okay, I don't know what specialty court.
I think she was going to sobriety. I think she needed to be interviewed by sobriety court.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yes, let's call sobriety court. I'm shutting down Mr. Murad. Why is he taking longer here? All right, let's call sobriety court.
Hello?
Stop saying hello. Why are you saying hello like you on the telephone, sir? Oh, because Mr. Murad on the telephone. That's why he was,
Ready, Judge. Sorry, I was just getting Miss Barnes together.
yeah, she was taking too long.
Ready, Judge.
She was late and then taking long. Mr. Britt been waiting all morning. All right.
Yeah, Judge. He's gonna get something good, hopefully. We'll see.
Well, we'll see, because I didn't like that report either. This is case number, what did I do with Mr. Britt's? What happened to Mr. Britt's, thing?
Oh, we don't need a judge.
Yes, we do, because it said he cut his off too. Maybe I didn't print it. Give me 1 second. Pull it back up. Oops. All right. This is case number 22-444-8901. People of the state of Michigan versus Aaron Britt. Defendant is charged with retail fraud. 3rd degree, and for some reason unknown to me, he had on the GPS tether. Appearance, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
And Ryan Murad, PA 3665 on behalf of Mr. Aaron Britt, who's on Zoom from the Wayne County Jail. Mr. Britt, unmute your device, sir, and state your full name for the record.
Aaron Britt.
Mr. Britt is brought before the court on a tether violation. And the tether violation says that he walked away from the facility. He was tethered to the Christian Guidance Center. He walked away from the facility without authorization and never went back. And then they got notified of a strap tamper alert, and then they went out and got him. And at a different location than where he was supposed to be. Mr. Murat?
So Judge, we agree with that in part and disputed in part. Now, ultimately, he does stand in violation. And the reason why he stands in violation, it's our position, Your Honor, that he was supposed to remain at the Christian Guidance Center. Now, after conversation with Mr. Britt as to what happened and why he ended up here, Judge, he states upon his release from the jail, he goes over to the hospital and goes to the Christian Guidance Center after the hospital. But it is the 4th of July. He makes a poor choice to go and spend time with his family instead of abiding by a court order, which confines him to the Christian Guidance Center. That's our position, Your Honor. It's also our position that the tether was on his leg when he was picked up.
Yeah,
and that the
they
tether
didn't say he took it off, but he tried. They got a strap tamper alert. But when they picked him up, it didn't get cut off. He tried to. I mean, it was some type of fiddling with the tether.
And Judge, obviously it's our position that that didn't happen, but nonetheless, he's still in violation by admitting to not remaining in the Christian Guidance Center. Your Honor, I talked to him a little bit to flush out why there would be a tether on a case like this. And I don't know if it's the most crucial thing to keep Mr. Britt on a tether, Judge. I would really ask.
Well, now he can't be trusted. See, this is the problem when they get on tethers, and of course, everyone knows that I don't believe necessarily in tethers on misdemeanor cases. And that a person, not 99% of the time the tether will be removed. But when a person gets put on a tether by a magistrate or the chief judge who's doing the bond redeterminations, I don't know which one this was, and then they fiddle with the tether or they don't follow the instructions, then it says to me, oh, they're not coming to court. Oh, they're not coming to court because if something happens. So now you telling me if something else is going on in Mr. Britt's life, he might not come to court.
And Judge, I don't believe that, just because when I talk to Mr. Britt, Your Honor, I don't know if there's necessarily a mental health component here, but he does want to see this through. And with regard to what the possible outcome here, Judge, these cases are usually not the most severe or not the most harsh. I think he would be hurting himself more by not appearing as opposed to even
But he hurt
resolving it.
himself by going to the 4th of July celebration.
He did.
I mean, who care about some 4th of July celebration? It ain't your birthday. It wasn't nobody's birthday. You don't need to go celebrate no 4th of July.
Right. And you're correct, Your Honor.
Yeah, that's just silly.
It was a poor choice. And it landed him in the jail, Judge. And he's been in there for a couple days now.
How long has he been there?
Can I defer to Mr. Britt on that one, Judge?
I defer to the deputy, but Mr. Britt, how long have you been in the jail?
Since July 4th. Since the 5th. July 4th to 5th.
Yeah, that little barbecue wasn't worth it, was it?
No, ma'am.
I know it wasn't. Don't even taste good now. You probably don't even like barbecue.
I don't like.
You probably don't even like barbecue no more.
I don't like.
Don't want a hot dog, baked beans, or potato salad.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Them baked beans and potato salad cost you. What's today's date? The 17th?
About 12 days of freedom.
Oh, them baked beans wasn't worth no 12 days in the Wayne County jail. Why is he just coming before me?
Judge, this is the only case he's on tether for, unfortunately.
I know, but I'm saying, why is it just coming before me on a tether violation? If he got locked up on the 4th, and that's over a week.
That's over 2.
That's unacceptable.
I agree, Your Honor.
Oh, that's unacceptable.
I agree.
Deputy,
Yeah.
This is unacceptable.
Yes, ma'am.
Deputy, can you tell me, I'm just looking at this report. You're not gonna be able to tell me, Deputy, I know. Let me ask this question this way. Who would I talk to about why Mr. Britt is just being brought before me on a tether violation and he was picked up on July 4th? And today is July 17th.
It'll be Sergeant Coho, ma'am.
Sergeant Coho, I met Sergeant Coho in person too, the other week at the drug treatment court, and he gave me his card. And I don't even have it right here on my desk. He said, Judge, call me anytime. And look at me now that I need to call him. I don't even have a card. All right, I'm gonna call Sergeant Coho. That's a little unacceptable. So, Mr. Britt, I think 12 days in the Wayne County Jail for some baked beans and potato salad is enough. That's enough time. All right. I'm gonna dismiss the tether violation. I'm gonna remove the tether, and I'm gonna say, oh, Mr. Britt, when is his next court date, please?
August 22nd, Judge.
Mr. Britt, don't let us have to come for you August 22nd.
No, I'm not.
Cause that's close to Labor Day. You ain't gonna get no baked beans and stuff on Labor Day. We have to come for you.
Okay.
All right, then I want to see you in person or on Zoom August 22nd, okay? In person or
Let's do it in person.
all right, in person. Let's put him down for 8:32. That's what he's down for 8:30.
Let's double check. Yes, 8:30.
Like I'm talking real loud. Do y'all feel like that? Like I'm talking loud? Oh, we're gonna put him on for 8:32, so I'll know Mr. Britt is coming in person. All right,
Okay.
Mr. Britt, we'll see you down at the 36th District Court
So
courtroom.
am I getting out today?
You should, yes. Is this your only case?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you getting out today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Have a great day. You probably
Have a
don't want
great
no
day.
barbecue or nothing.
I
So,
know. I don't
right.
know no work.
Yeah, all right. Mr. Britt, all right. Okay, I'm coming downstairs for no reason. I'm coming downstairs. I'll be down there in a minute. on, Patrick. This is case number 214524901, the people of the state of Michigan versus Ashley Patrick. The defendant is charged with one count of child abuse, fourth degree. Today set for jury trial. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christina Reader on behalf of the people, number 83505. For the record, Your Honor, Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Ms. Ashley Patrick. Ms. Patrick, ma'am, please tell the judge your full name.
Yes.
Say your full
Oh,
name.
no, I'm sorry, Ashley Patrick.
What's your middle name?
Oh, Ashley Patrice Patrick.
Are the people ready to proceed?
Judge, today is the day and time set for a jury trial. The people are not ready to proceed, but if the court allows, I can make a record.
You may.
Thank you, Your Honor. So, Your Honor, in anticipation for the jury trial today, the people have done investigating work trying to locate the complainant witness in this matter.
We know where the complaint is. Go ahead.
So, Judge, we're trying to get in contact with the complainant witness in this matter, Mr. Ashton Safer, who was a 6-year-old minor in this case, Your Honor. The people have tried every resource that's allowed to their discretion. However, Judge, we have not been able to make contact with the complainant witness in this case. The people even went beyond their resources and asked our investigators in our office to even go to the last known address of the complainant witness in this matter. Again, Your Honor, we have been unsuccessful. I even asked the sergeant at the corresponding precinct to make contact with the complainant witness at the address that we had on file, and we have been unsuccessful in trying to contact the complainant witness and at least speak with the complainant witness regarding this jury trial. So at this time, Judge, people will not be able to proceed based on the inability to locate the complainant witness in this case.
Ms. Stevenson.
Thank you, Your Honor. Prior to our making our motion to dismiss for the complainant's failure to appear, we would represent to the court, Your Honor, that unfortunately, the young man, the complaining witness in this case, is not submitting to the authority of his mother, who is my client. Just to put it bluntly, even though the complaining witness does live as a legal resident at my client's house, he comes and goes as he pleases. He has been a ward of the state, Your Honor, for having engaged in some significantly incorrigible activity. He has, I'll say it like this, my client has filed a police report for some of the action that she alleges the complaining witness has taken against her, as most recently as the 4th of July. She doesn't know where he is. She's been in contact with other relatives. She's been in contact with other relatives. She hopes that he is safe, but she doesn't have any control over this complainant, Your Honor. She doesn't know where he is. I asked her to take the phone number for Ms. Ritter, take it to the basement door, which is where her son has been living in the house, so that if he should come through, he'll know that the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office needs to talk to him about this case. We do not want the court left with any impression whatsoever that my client is doing anything to interfere with the complainant's presence in court. She just doesn't have any control over it, unfortunately, at this time.
All right, today's the day set for jury trial. The court is going to grant defense counsel's motion for dismissal as the people are unable to proceed. However, additionally, the court is going to issue a witness detainer for the people's witness, and order that he be located and arrested and held, to come before the court to show cause as to why he has failed and refused to honor, an attempt to even subpoena him, because they haven't even been able to subpoena him. So the people can submit the witness detainer in the court. He's gonna sign it and submit it, have it submitted to the police department. Anything further?
Not from the people, Judge, thank you. Nothing on behalf of Ms. Patrick, thank you.
All right, Ms. Stevenson, you can, prepare the order and I'll sign it. I'm gonna go downstairs, and release the jurors.
Thank you.
Yes. I need one of those. I gotta take it upstairs. All right, I'll be back. Oh, I can take my docket down here to finish the dates. Well, y'all can tell me what we did.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, will the court need to see Ms. Brown? Would Ms. Brown have to come in front of the court after she passes the case management? Okay.
Did I schedule her for something that she was only Dr. Friday for a review? I said I want them to, yes, so
Okay,
yes, she does.
okay, all
Yes.
right, thank you, Your Honor.
Oh.
Oh, okay.